Hey, how's it going? Today is 17 and Saturday, and we're taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities we can find. Yesterday, we were taking a look at the letter that would be correspondence and that the letter from a Home Secretary when it comes to what I believe would be introducing additional measures when it comes to doing business and or hiring people. And we were taking a look at the IT sector potentially and information technology and telecommunications professionals as well as engineering professionals. I was thinking about it, perhaps how to, again, that's just an idea, right? Not necessarily anyone needs to do anything. But either way, so we have IT sector and potentially engineering sector. Perhaps we can address two problems at the same time, since UK's military is struggling when it comes to hiring, right? And defense will be very important. So yesterday I was thinking about how to address both of these problems at the same time. Perhaps additional positions can be created by military when it comes to IT. It could be anything. It could be IT is such a wide area. It could be cybersecurity starting with and other areas, right? Potentially 20,000 people can be hired just to do something for military, and later those skills can be easily transferred to private sector, where myself and all other businesses would be looking to hire IT professionals who do have experience and expertise in those sectors. So 3 to 6 years, perhaps doing perhaps when it comes to qualifications as well as experience, and to hire British nationals who would be serving in military from wood experience, right? To private sector, easy. It is such an easy way to solve this problem, right? As well as military. I believe, I don't know exact numbers, it's something that was discussed in parliamentary hearing. For every new recruit, 4 people are leaving military, right? And defense will be very important for everyone. So I think that would be potentially another way of solving this particular problem by creating opportunities for individuals who can serve in the military. Perhaps there is a lot of requirements, but there might be additional work placements if we take a look at 9.5 million of people economically inactive. So perhaps if that's a base of individuals and we're looking to introduce those individuals to marketplace, perhaps we can begin by military and creating those job opportunities, 20,000 work placements for IT professionals and telecommunications as well as engineering professionals, 20,000 for those and those, right? Perfect. Then we have more opportunities, right? Instead of reducing opportunities, we're creating new opportunities. Kinda, I guess. It's not that simple. It's not that simple, but that's overall what we're going to be taking a look at within the city, right? And that newly released figure shows that near total reduction across the board for UK's military as recruitment and retention rates fall amid worsening economic climate, right? So it's something that was published 2022, so some time ago, as well as there was a lot of parliamentary hearings, and government is looking to address this issue by sourcing and or outsourcing some of those hiring processes to private businesses. Perhaps those businesses would be able to address some of those issues, as well as there's a lot of things, right? But what I'm saying is, if military and overall security would be important, perhaps something that we were taking a look at previous video, and we have been a little bit more productive when it comes to criticizing people, right? I guess. Well, jobs should be created, and defense would be important. British nationals, so that would be government institution creating jobs, right? For whatever they would decide to create those jobs for when it comes to military, right? And private sector would be able to hire those professionals, and skills would be easily transferred to private sector, right? We can better understand this issue. That would be some of those articles where they're discussing British Army capabilities. That would be something that was published 6 months ago. A British army will exhaust its capabilities after 2 months of war. I haven't read this article. I think that they take a look at everything, current stock levels, things like ammunition, other resources, supporting systems, manufacturing of equipment, as well as most recent issues. If we, as of now, we're taking a look at only at engineering, and we're only taking a look at IT and telecommunications, right? Those professionals would be needed in military as well, and highly skilled professionals, right? In military and in private sector, right? But there is an issue that, without going perhaps too much into detail. So whoever decided to publish this article person knew most likely way more than I do, right? But we don't have enough time to cover everything in necessary detail. We're just gonna be progressing to the next article, right? And the overall gist of this video would be perhaps there's another way of solving this problem, right? We can take a look at most recent articles, right? That would be potentially a process of what government is, or some of the actions that government is already taking to address this issue, right? So not necessarily that only way, as well as there is investigation which I believe would be about 9 months long, not 2 weeks long investigation into military and additional spending. That would be roughly 75 billion pounds that would be spent within the next 5 years, and this investigation would determine how this money will be allocated, all this kind of thing. So investigation has already been taking place, right? And hopefully these people do understand what they're doing. So this video, it would be just an option, I guess. In addition to what's already been done, right? So people up there, they're doing good things, right? As well as they're looking to address this issue when it comes to recruitment by increasing pay, or something that we call government armed forces pay. Announcement confirms starting armed forces salary will be in line with the national living wage for the first time. There's different definitions. There's something that's called living wage. There's another definition would be real living wage, as well as perhaps benefits that would be, or that could be included. It could be education, I guess. I would highly recommend to have these people trained properly, and that could be part of the package, right? Education for these individuals when it comes to engineering, IT, and telecommunications, right? So perhaps entire package could be structured in this particular way, as well as pensions, right? And or if the UK is going to be building a lot of houses, perhaps looking after its personnel would be very, very important. But that's myself looking from outside in, right? But these people most likely they do understand it, right? I'd like to take a look at, perhaps we can take a look at a different article, right? And if government, most likely government knows this, so it's not necessarily anything new. I haven't read this article, but that would be economic context and or other governments and how other governments are doing it, right? So since government right now is looking to introduce additional measures when it comes to hiring and sourcing human resources to solve some of these issues, right? I would highly recommend for UK to take a look at this sector completely different, right? How other governments are doing it, right? So that would be potentially how with the loans. So let's take a look at Chinese government or Chinese People's Republic, as well as how they then loaning money to build infrastructure projects. Sometimes it come with an entire package. Entire package would be its own personnel, and that could be management staff that would be delivering those infrastructure projects, right? And some of those statistics, the number of Chinese workers in Africa peaked in 2015, reaching 263,000, just over that, right? So this is how many people was would finance and with loans those people will be delivering those infrastructure projects, right? To put things into perspective, right? So if since I mentioned in the beginning 20,000 potential IT professionals and 20,000 potential engineers, and I would heavily like to those people to be trained properly, right? And all the necessary resources given to these people to prepare them to optimize all the resources when it comes to delivering some of those infrastructure projects. So IT professionals can deliver those IT projects, and engineers potentially will be trained perhaps by military, even better perhaps if they would have very high standards, right? There's a lot of things to unpack even then we'll take a look at standards, but potentially the process can look like in 2018 there were over 2,000 Chinese workers in Africa. The largest contingents of these were in Algeria at 6,000, right? So when it comes to perhaps UK, even something that we were taking a look at previously, delivering solar panel projects in Turkey, UK potentially can have some of those professionals delivering some of those projects, right? Since I believe UK and or some of those businesses from UK is lending money, so that could be entire projects. Since many people might ask why we need 20,000 of engineers and 20,000 of IT professionals. This is some of the opportunities when it comes to delivering some of those projects, right? As well as we can put things into perspective when it comes to most recent announcement that would be UKF puts 22 million loan behind Angola's clean water project, right? And that would be 22 million loan, but that's in euros. But most likely that might be French or Europe, I would say, but not necessary. As well as the UK is taking part, so UK can part of process of loaning money, making sure that this project will be delivered within the budget on time. Is something that can be an issue with loan, and some of the personnel can be given to making sure that things would be delivered within budget, on time, all these kind of things, right? That could be part of the package, and those projects being delivered every day, and those kind of opportunities are happening all the time, everywhere, right? Let's go to that. Thanks for watching. See you next one.